Imagine standing in the eye of a storm, a whirlwind of egos, self-importance, and unrelenting demands. The world today often feels like this storm, where narcissism reigns unchecked, consuming all it touches. Yet, amidst this chaos, there lies an ancient map to navigate it all, a map carved by Stoic philosophers who foresaw the challenges of human vanity centuries before modern psychology named it. This is your guide, not to escape the storm, but to master it with a wisdom so profound, it bends even the most inflated egos into silence. The streets of ancient Rome echoed with the footsteps of Marcus Aurelius. As emperor, he was surrounded by sycophants, flatterers, and power-hungry schemers, each vying for his favor, each a reflection of their own self-obsession. He could have indulged their games, inflated his own sense of importance, or sought validation in their praise. But instead, he turned inward, wielding the quiet strength of Stoic philosophy to shield himself from their attempts to pull him into their shallow world. This wasn't passive resistance. It was an active choice, a deliberate strategy to counter the seductive pull of narcissism, not just in others, but also within himself. Because, as the Stoics teach, narcissism doesn't only come from those around us. It's a shadow that lurks within us all. How often do we find ourselves drained by the self-centeredness of others? The coworker who dominates conversations, the friend who only calls to talk about their own problems, the family member whose needs always seem to eclipse your own. Narcissism isn't merely loud, it's insidious, creeping into relationships and eroding our sense of self-worth. The Stoics, however, didn't see such challenges as curses. Instead, they viewed them as opportunities to sharpen their inner resilience. Narcissism, they believed, is a distortion of perspective, a fixation on the self that blinds people to the greater whole. To combat it, one must first see clearly, and then act decisively. Picture yourself as Seneca, facing a ruler like Nero, whose narcissism bordered on tyranny. Seneca didn't confront Nero with anger or resentment, for the Stoic way isn't about clashing with the egos of others. Instead, he adopted a strategy of detachment and clarity. He focused on controlling his own mind, refusing to let Nero's excesses infect his spirit. The Stoics teach that you cannot control the actions of others, but you can control your response to them. Narcissism thrives on reaction, on your anger, your frustration, your attempts to fix or change the narcissist. But what if you refused to give it that power? What if, instead, you stood firm, like a rock unshaken by the waves? The first step is to practice indifference to the opinions and actions of those who seek to dominate your attention. Narcissists crave validation, but when met with calm, unyielding detachment, their power over you dissolves. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The opinions of others are not in your control, but your reaction to them is. Let their words pass over you like wind through trees, acknowledged but ungrasped." The second step is to cultivate an inner fortress, built on self-knowledge and virtue. Narcissism cannot find purchase in a mind that is deeply rooted in its own principles. Seneca often spoke of the importance of living according to nature, of aligning one's actions with reason and virtue, rather than the fleeting applause of others. When you know who you are and what you stand for, the narcissist's attempts to define you lose their sting. The third step is compassion. This may seem counterintuitive. Why show kindness to those consumed by their own self-interest? But Stoicism teaches that every person, no matter how flawed, is a part of the same shared humanity. Narcissism, at its core, is a mask for insecurity and pain. By responding with compassion, not indulgence, but genuine understanding, you break the cycle of ego and reaction. You rise above the drama, remaining grounded in your own values. Imagine encountering a narcissist tomorrow. Instead of frustration, you feel a quiet strength within you. Their attempts to pull you into their world fall flat because you've learned to see through the illusion. You no longer seek to change them, nor do you let their behavior change you. In their presence, you are calm, like Marcus Aurelius in the Senate chambers of Rome. You are unshaken, like Seneca under Nero's shadow. You are resolute, like Epictetus, who endured the cruelty of a master without losing his sense of dignity. This is the power of Stoic wisdom, a power that doesn't dominate others, but transforms your own life. It is a liberation from the endless tug-of-war of egos, freeing you to pursue what truly matters. In a world overwhelmed by self-obsession, your ability to remain grounded and unaffected is a radical act. It's an act of courage, of wisdom, and of true inner strength. The Stoics have shown you the way. Now it's your turn to walk the path. Take this wisdom and apply it, not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Observe the narcissism around you, and instead of reacting, choose to rise above it. Let their chaos be their own, while you remain a beacon of calm, clarity, and purpose. If you found this exploration of Stoic wisdom enlightening, there is so much more to discover. Subscribe to the channel, where we delve deeper into ancient truths that can transform your modern life. And share this video with someone who might need a little Stoic strength today. Remember, the path of wisdom is not one you walk alone, it's one we walk together.